Oh my goodness. Well, I'm fighting with the dogs over the pork fat. So I went to the my Albertsons, and they didn't have any of the beef fat. They said just call a day ahead and let us know, and we'll save it for you. But they did have pork fat, so I got pork fat. 3 pounds of pork fat. And I came home and I took a piece about like this, chopped it up, cooked it up, and started to have some of that pork fat that was all rendered down. Now I kept the rendered part because I will use it for cooking. And the dogs, man, they're licking that bowl clean of whatever fat, rendered fat was in there. And they just are looking for more. So the fat is good for them. It's healthy for them as well. They go, this puppy chow stuff, forget it. So this morning we had some eggs. They had a little bit of egg, and then they had some pork fat. Now they're going out. But I have to fight them for the pork fat. I couldn't believe it. Now, I'm not as big on pork fat as I am beef. I'd rather have the beef. So I will call and ask them to save me the beef fat. Maybe I'll call today and say, for tomorrow, could you please save me beef fat? But the pork was okay. But, you know, with pork, you really want to render it all down and everything. And then what's left is kind of like cracklings, you know, like really well done bacon or something. It's more like that. Now I am going to get the pork belly and have them slice it, which is basically bacon. Okay, but it doesn't have nitrates in it. It doesn't have sugar, nitrates, any of that. And it's cheaper if you do it that way, and you get a better quality. So I am thinking about doing that next, getting pork belly and having them slice it into bacon for me. So we'll see how that goes. Now this was the first time I've done the pork fat. And it was okay, you know. I wasn't anything special that I would say about it, but it was okay, you know. Like I said, I rendered it way down, and what was left was a little bit of crispy stuff, and so that was fine. And then I kept the rendered oil, which I will use for cooking. Instead of doing as much butter, I will start using the lard and the beef fat. Okay, beef fat, I think they call it tallow, and then the pork, they just call it lard. So, but you can get that. I got 3 pounds for 38 cents. Okay, so I can cook that down, render it, and make my own lard for 38 cents. Now, you can't beat that. So I'm going to do some more of that in just a few minutes. I'll go out there and cut some more up and render it down. And, yeah, then we'll have some lard to cook with. So that works. I know growing up, my mother always used lard when she was cooking her eggs. You know, she'd make bacon and bacon gravy. Love bacon gravy. I'm not big on sausage gravy. When I think of, you know, biscuits and gravy, I think of bacon gravy. But you can never find that. And now that I'm doing carnivore, I don't eat the gravy anyway because it's got the flour and stuff in it. So I don't eat that. But, that was so good growing up. Biscuits and gravy with bacon bits and gravy. Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that. but my mother was Pennsylvania Dutch, so we had a lot of sweets and sours type of cooking, and then just my father is German and born in Kansas, and so we had a lot of things like navy beans and ham hocks and, you know, more of that type of thing as well. And yeah, my mother was a very good cook, though. She would bake bread and pies from scratch, everything. It was so good. They're back here looking at that bowl again, licking it. There's no more in there. You licked all the fat out of it. Dishwashers. They make the best dishwasher. So whatever I'm eating when I'm done, they get to have the leavings, you know, and if you're eating a lot of rare steak, you know what's left. They love it. So it's good for them. So anyway, it goes when we're done here, it goes right into the dishwasher, and yeah, so they do their job. They get everything ready for the dishwasher. They're hardworking, okay? I've got them, they've got their job, and that's their job. They say, we like this job. There they go. So yeah, they're very, very healthy. And Mickey is healing up really well. His incision stuff looks good today. I did check it out to make sure. And I took apart the composting toilet, and so I should be able to wrestle it in there when I get, you know, take it all the parts piece and just take it in there piece by piece. So we'll see. Then I got a notification today. I have to go see the oncologist again. I didn't know I had another appointment there, but they sent me a thing and said you have an appointment on the 17th with the oncologist. Now this guy, like I said, he's got the bedside manner of a porcupine. I just really dislike going to see him. But they will be testing my... I go there for the liver, for the iron infusions, because I had very bad anemia, really bad anemia for a while. So they are keeping watch on it. So I'll go there and they'll run my tests for iron. And yeah, so I guess I'm going to have to go there on the 17th. So we'll see how that works. Now hopefully my iron is doing okay with doing as much carnivore. I did take out some liver today so I can defrost and have that. That helps. Liver definitely helps me to feel better, with a bit more energy and stuff. So I did take that out. I am going to have liver today. And I got some, what was it, chuck roast or chuck meat. It's a bit fattier, so I got some of that. But they cut it really thin. That's at this Mexican carniceria place up the road from me. So I did get that to try it. It was pretty okay, but it's not as tender as is ribeye, but it'll do in a pinch. Definitely cheaper than ribeye, so I did get some of that. And then Albertsons had some on sale today as well, so I bought a couple of packs of the, what was it, chuck eye? Chuck eye. Okay, so I did buy some of that. I'll give that a try and see how it is. But yeah, I got up early today and felt okay when I got up, but then all of a sudden it just hit and just felt drug out again really bad. And I think what it is the Lyme, because I've been having really a lot of pain in some of my joints, especially the wrist, having a lot of pain, and Lyme can hit your joints and stuff. I was starting to have the pain in my neck again. Difficulty with my neck, and that is due to the Lyme. Now I did watch something today, crazy. 2 people there. One's going through treatment now, but this woman had, stage 4 cancer in 5 different places. Yeah, and she is now cancer-free. They told her she was going to die. That's it. You're done. This guy, too, they told him he's palliative now. That's it. And he's doing carnivore. He is doing some chemo. She had to do some chemo as well. But they did the carnivore and stuff, and she totally healed. And I've seen a number of people that had cancer, stage 3 cancer, stage 4, and they did carnivore, and they overcame the cancer. Amazing. When you see stories like that, where people have had really debilitating, where they've told them they're terminal, and they come out of it, that's amazing. I'm sorry, there's no way to discount that. When you see it over and over and over and over again, and then you see these heart doctor that is promoting the carnivore high-fat diet. Yeah. And his patients are getting better and better. So it's just, you see that, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, like I said, I'm working on it. I did kind of go off of it for a while. I was introducing some carbs, and I do not do well with that at all. So I've decided I'm going back to the strict carnivore. And then the only medication I'm taking is the thyroid, which they're giving me such a low dose. And I don't see the endocrinologist until Halloween. Yeah, that's my first appointment on Halloween. I have to go all the way to Alamogordo, which is like 70 miles away. So 140-mile round trip that I have to do to go see the doctor. So that's coming up the end of the month. So anyway, on that note, I'll leave it here. I'm still waiting for my refund. It's been 2 weeks now, and it's thousands of dollars. First they said 5-day, then they said it's an 8-day business day, then they said it's 10-day business day. Well, it's been 10 days. It's been 2 weeks, okay? 10 business days. It's still not refunded. It's still pending. So, yeah, I'm really not happy with that. So that's what's going on here. And we'll see, but it seems like here I kind of go through roller coaster ups and downs, that I'll be okay for a while, then all of a sudden I just bottom out. So now I'm moving into C, and I think I do better is the 80% fat and 20% protein. So that's what I'm working on now to move into with the carnivore. But I'll let you know. You'll know how it's going. If it's going, if it's not, we'll see. My weight is staying pretty stable, which is pretty amazing considering my thyroid thing is so low. But I am keeping it pretty stable, which is good because I don't want to get any heavier, you know, and that's easy to do when you've got the really low thyroid. If I eat any kind of carbs, I'll gain 2 pounds, 3 pounds in a night with it. I cannot have it. So that note, I'm going to leave that here, and we'll see you online.